Man, we do this each and every Thursday. We bring you informative guests, and we bring you very, very skilled, talented guests. Like my man Trips Up on the other side of the table from me, man. What's going on, homie?
Whoa, whoa. You know, in the building. Happy to be here, man. D. Davis, DJ QT, man.
Yo, it's a pleasure.
Harper, what's good, man?
It's a pleasure to have you here, man.
It's a pleasure to be here, man. Long time coming.
This your first time?
First time, yeah.
On 89.9?
First, I mean, I was on 89.9 back in 94, like back in them days, you know
94?
Yeah, man, I've been doing this for a minute.
Who had you on the station?
I would say, back in the day, I was dealing with Grizz Rock Records, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, hey, you know what I'm saying? Them boys did a lot for me, man. You know what I mean?
You know, 89.9 is like one of those things, it's like everyone has their time with it, I guess. You know, it's like one of those things in Hartford that's kind of like a staple of the city. You know what I'm saying? So that's good that you've been on the station before, but this is your first time in a brand new building, you know, on the nice mics, got the gold little fixtures on the mics, nice table.
I'm feeling like I'm at Hot 97.
That's what I'm saying. That's what we like, you know, that's the feel we like to give off.
Whoa.
You know?
Most definitely.
You gotta, you know, tell a friend, this is official.
Whoa. You know what I'm saying? You want to get in here. Hey, tell a friend, man. Y'all want to get in here, man.
Yo, my man Trips Up is in the building, man. Yo, so you said you've been doing this for a long time. You said 94?
Yeah, I mean, like at the end of the day, you know, I'm very handsome, you know, I'm being vain, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of people think, you know what I mean, I'm young, so, you know, but in all actuality, you know, I'm over 30, you know what I mean? So I've been doing this for a long time. I was saying from 94, 2004, Camp Current Bus, let's just put it like that, Camp Current Bus, yeah.
You mentioned that on the Swag TV interview, you was in the back of the Camp Current Bus going ham, and that's when you kind of realized you had skills.
Whoa, you know what I'm saying? I was going to say who I started with, I would say, is, you know, Wax, man. Shout out Northside, man. You know, and like, when we were young, we were just like, you know, make a lot of songs together, you know what I'm saying? So like, it just comes natural to me. It's not like I'm forcing myself to do this. This is something like, that's God-given, for real, though.
Word. So, and it really is God-given because, like, it takes skill the way you rap. You rap with speed. It takes a lot of dexterity, you know. Where did that style come from? Because a lot of dudes out here, I would say you about a one of one out here. Like nobody else really raps like Trips Up.
Ooh, I would say influential.
Influential, or like was it times where you was like rapping fast and people was like, yo, what are you doing? That's whack.
No. Like anybody who know me know like what kind of got me started in the realm of music was Goody Mob, Outkast.
Okay.
Then you know, I kind of got engulfed in that type of music, you know what I'm saying, Southern music, being that, you know, I had family from, you know, South Florida, Tallahassee, shout out Tallahassee, you know what I mean, Chattahoochee, Back Roads, you know what I'm talking about. So like, I got family all through the South, so when I used to go down South and come back up, it was kind of like an influence the South had on me, coming back from an up north standpoint, you know, like, I always was able, you know, like, able artist to, you know, be able to switch it up and go different type styles, but I always, you know, gravitated towards like a more Southern type style. So when I would say Do or Die, then I started listening to Twister, you know, Tech Nine. I mean, you know, like I wanted to challenge myself, you know, because like a lot of A, B, kind of like, you know, not taking anything away from anybody, you know, but like punchline rap was like real easy for me, you know what I'm saying? So I wanted to kind of like challenge myself and just more or less see if I could like, you know, rap faster than Twister, like somebody I idolize, you know what I mean?
Definitely, but you know, being in this area, like a lot of people don't rap fast. A lot of, you know, MCs, you know, they, you know, are with the punchlines. So the audience are more catered to, you know, wanting the punchlines. Do you ever come in a situation where like dudes is just not feeling you? Like, yo, he's rapping fast, but it's whack.
No, like truly and honestly, I don't really worry about that. I just say to myself that I go into a lot of situations telling myself that a lot of people aren't going to like me. You know what I'm saying? And I go into it knowing that I'm going to be different. And a lot of people, when they don't understand something different, they're bound to like kind of shun that. You know what I mean? Just from growing up. You know, just growing up in my neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like if you don't follow a certain trend, you're not cool, you're not popping, whatever they want to call it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm more of a person that leads by my own fashion. So I never been the type that you know, how can I say, follow trends. When I was young, I had gold teeth when gold teeth wasn't cool, like 14, a mouth full of them, you know what I'm saying? So it was cool when I went down south, but it wasn't cool in Connecticut.
Right.
They wore you know, Timbs. I wore Adidas Sambas. So it was like,
Yeah,
they was like, Trip, what's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And my thing is, at the end of the day, it was never about what people thought of me. It was all like, how can I come around a bunch of people that's doing the same thing and kind of stand on my own, but still be respected by those guys. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely, man. Well, I respect Trips Up, man. The skills off the chain. The music is like, I guess the best way to describe your music is polished. You have a very polished sound. I don't understand why some of your tracks are not on the radio, on the big stations. I don't understand. Like that Luke Kane track, I don't get it.
No,
I mean, like, this may be an off-air question, but like, is that a record that you work to the radio stations?
Not at all. Anybody who know me know, like, I come up with these songs on the fly, like on the fly.
You actually told me the story how you came up with that Luke Kane track, man. Tell the people.
You know, like at the end of the day, you know, you vibing off these old video games, you know what I'm saying, and kind of like coming up with your own concepts and you know, what have you. And you know, like, I was just like, man, if I can make a song that's in reference to that video game, being that video game was such an influential part of like our culture growing up. Parents didn't. It was controversial.
Yeah,
you know, like
finish,
it was like parents was like, oh my God, it's blood.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
So I remember like my mother didn't even want me to have a game. You know what I mean?
Right.
So at the end of the day, I felt like if I could make a song from that video game and make it kind of in hood terms, you know, where you know every demographic can understand it.
Right.
I knew I would go. See, I'm an artist that want to go to Japan one day. I want to, you know. Actually, you know, I got a show in Japan, you know, September 24th, you know what I mean?
Wow, congratulations.
Yeah, no problem, you know what I mean? All from just hard work and interacting with people on social network. Any friend I get from overseas on Instagram, Facebook, I really treat them like they my friend, like they my brother, you know?
Yo, let me tell y'all something, right? I posted a picture on Instagram today, and Trips Up posted the same picture on Instagram today.
Yep.
I got about 11 likes, maybe struggling with 11 likes. I just checked this man's Instagram. The same picture got 244 likes, man.
More than that.
You know what I mean? And it's, you know, it's going to turn up. And you know, a lot of people speaking on that. You know what I mean? Let me touch on the topic in regards to Instagram and social network. Period. A lot of people look at numbers or look at likes that we get and then think like, I'm not going to talk to Trip because he might be a stuck-up dude because he got numbers on the gram.
I was gonna ask you honestly, are you paying for the likes?
No, look, truthfully, honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I started off like as a shout out page. You know what I'm saying? Like giving shout outs to like, you know, and then when the shout outs
to who?
Look, you know, anybody.
Okay.
So my thing is anybody who had more followers. It could be models, it could be anybody. But my thing is once it got to a certain number, you know, you gotta have your own finesse. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is once it got to a certain number, I just start flooding them with my music.
Okay.
So then people, you know, I get followers from like, hold on, wasn't here a shout out page? You know what I mean? But so, you know, at the end of the day, it's like you get your numbers up in any way, form, or fashion. You know what I'm saying?
Good, man.
It's all good. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's like people are really interacting with me now, so they really paying attention to the music, and that's what it all was about at the end of the day.
Word, man. Speaking about the music, you brought some joints with you.
Yeah.
What's the first joint we gonna jump into, man?
Chinese.
I was gonna say
Chinese?
this joint called Chinese off the mixtape.
Now you go from Luke Kane to a joint called Chinese, man.
No, look, you know, it would seem like I'm on this Chinese wave. Like,
You on this
what is this
Wu-Tang.
kid going off?
Yeah.
What is this kid going off for? You know, shout out to Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But no, like, I don't know. Like, I feel like, you know what? I'm about to go to Japan. Let me make some joints to where when I'm over in Japan, I could reference to, you know what I mean?
Smart.
So, hey, look, listen. If I bring 1,000 mixtapes to Japan,
Yeah.
perform something fly on stage, if I get off, I'm going to sell 1,000 mixtapes.
course.
So I'm going to have to make that money, you know, send that money back here. So just let's do the math. If I bring 1,000 mixtapes at $5 a pop, I can pay for my trip off mixtapes, off 2 songs. So you know what I mean? At the end of the day, it got to be a gimmick behind everything. Let's go.
Yo, rappers, if you out there listening, I hope you got your notebook out. I hope you got your number 2 pencil, your notebook out, and you're taking notes, because this is a smart brother right here. It's your boy B. Davis in the building, DJ QT on the 1s and 2s. You got Trips Up in the building, man. How you feeling, man?
Man, I'm feeling great, man. I'm always vibrant, man. Shout out to my daughters, man. They probably tuning in right now. Zayana, Zayasia, I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my mom, man. Tender, baby.
Yo, you just broke down some things before we went into this song. You know, you got these songs. You had Luke Kane,
Yep.
Chinese.
Yep.
You're performing in Japan.
Yeah.
It all makes
Osaka, Japan at that.
Osaka.
Yeah.
Isn't that where they held like the Winter Olympics or something like that?
I don't know, man. I'm just so excited to go, like Konnichiwa and all that. You know what I mean? Like for real, man. I'm wanderlust.
Yo.
If I could explain any word that explains me out of the dictionary, would be wanderlust.
When are you going?
September 24th is the show.
I might have to give you some bread, man. You might have to grab me some Pumas out there, bro.
I heard they got the best sneakers, the best shopping out there. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I'm struggling to get the ticket, but I will pick up a pair of kicks. You know what I mean? Straight up.
Hey man, that's just us.
It's major. You know,
we struggled to get there, but you best believe we're gonna go home with a few bags.
Yeah,
man.
I gotta pay off. I gotta pay off.
Definitely, man. But besides for the rapping thing, you also venture into other avenues.
Yeah, like, you know what? My thing is this. I know I'm not going to get a record deal if I focus on music. A lot of execs, being that I go to a lot of, label meetings from time to time, what they all tell me is, a person that focuses solely on music and is not having any other, like, additives to what he does, it's like kind of like a personal downfall. Downfall if you're focusing on something one thing that's going to make it. Mm-hmm. Or if you're at a 9 to 5 every day and you love that 9 to 5 and you're looking for a 401k, I'm not going to say that 401k is not the wrong thing to look for. But what I'm going to say is, find different ventures, because at any moment something can end. Relationship, job, anything. So, with that being said, I ventured into something called CT Clay Candy with a video director in Hartford called Mike Rawlins. You know what I'm saying? He helped me start everything off, you know what I'm saying, in regards to making a change. Shout out to Mike Rawlins type styles. You know what I mean? What we do is find an efficient way to, bring designs to life on chains and jewelry through clay and Japanese shark's glitter from Japan. You know what I mean? Speaking on Japan.
Wow.
But what it does is it replicates, like VVS1 diamonds, like around ultraviolet light. So you'll be in a club and, one of your favorite rappers or one of your favorite guys will have a chain on it. You'll think it's real, but it'll be one of my chains made from clay.
Get out of here.
You know what I mean? CT Clay Candy, man. You go search that thing up right now. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, CT Clay Candy.
So what are some big name clientele that you've serviced?
Right now, I just got tickets to the Jerry Springer show, believe it or not. You feel me? And I made Jerry a chain, so
Get out of
Jerry
here.
about to be a client. You know what I mean?
Here.
Yeah, for real, like true talk.
Jerry,
you know what I'm saying? Jerry.
Rocking the chain.
I would say when FSU, won a college football championship, I sent the chain down there for one of the players. You know what I mean? Just a big Florida State hat, FSU,
Wow.
Indian hat. You know
That's
what I mean?
what's up.
So I'm just saying, I did over 100 chains in the city. A lot of artists that are, that I partner with or that I rap alongside, they have chains. You know what I mean? The city been showing me a lot of support.
I think, I was gonna say it seems like it's like a Hartford thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's a Hartford thing. Bridgeport got them. It's starting to move.
You making them out in Bridgeport? You the same person?
I'm making every chain.
Are you the only guy making?
I'm the only one making these chains.
Wow.
So my thing is, they getting shipped across seas. I got some international sales. Scotland, UK. You know what I mean? Germany. So also I got something called tooth gems as well. What I do is just like adhere. You could either adhere diamonds to your teeth or either adhere definitely a high-grade crystal to your teeth. You know what I mean?
I see you sparkling in
Yeah,
there.
definitely. My thing is this. Everybody was on a Steve wave back in the day.
That's
Everybody.
that's a Hartford thing.
That's a
too.
Hartford thing. So my thing is, at the end of the day, it's not a way of trying to, offset something. I just want to give everybody, like a different way out. You know what I'm saying? Something else fly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So being that you're the only guy, because I thought it was like a bunch of people that made the clay candy chains.
I mean, first and foremost, it's Jerm Jilla. That's who, I idolize in regards to making chains. He make 3D chains. He signed with Taylor Gang, Wiz Khalifa. So Wiz Khalifa Bombay chain, everyone think is made out of diamonds. It's actually clay. You know what I mean? So a lot of your favorite rappers, can actually get the same point across with a clay chain that they would get across with a $250,000 chain and $50,000 chain. So, I'm starting to get a lot of clients that are like, wow, man, this, it really replicates real diamonds. So why shouldn't I just,
I mean, but I guess the thing is like, a Wiz Khalifa, you'll believe that sparkly chain around his neck is real, right?
Exactly.
But like a regular guy from Hartford, you're looking at him like, come on.
I mean, hey, it's to each its own. My thing is, I put it out there and I make it like a cost-efficient way for if you go to a lot of these jewelry stores around here, you're not gonna get anything close to it. You know what I mean?
Right,
You're gonna get something like one of those nameplates with the little fiberglass back on it. Yeah, you're gonna get a nameplate. That's what you're gonna get. I promise. For the same price of the nameplate, you're gonna get something crazy, and you're gonna have to protect yourself because it's gonna look real until
That's
they get
what I told my friends. Like, he actually trips up around his neck right now. He actually has the B. Davis chain. You know what I'm saying? He actually made for me. I appreciate that.
No problem.
It's dope.
No, my thing is, you know, it was only right. QT coming up next. He ain't never sent me the, you know, the logo. It's been a long time coming. You know, QT playing.
Yeah, man. But I was telling my friends, they was like, "Yo, where you gonna rock it?" And I was like, It was like, "You gonna rock it out of town?" I'm like, "Of course not."
What? No, trust me. Look, listen. I wore this when I first started making them, and I was like excited that it really reflected from the light, like how I wanted it to, like it really replicated, right?
Yeah.
So I went to Envy one night, right? Man, I was at Envy one night, and I really like had some guys that I didn't know when I was coming out the club, like, hey, Kick. Yeah. And I know, like, if I don't know you call me Kick.
Right.
I'm from the north side, so you kicking me, then I know, like, something's about to go down.
You think I'm not?
Yeah. So they're skipping towards me. They're like, you know, and before they can even get to me, what I did is I turned the robbery into a sale. So I turned around and I'm like, hey, look, listen. I take the chains off my neck and I put it on theirs, and I'm like, look, man, it's clay. So they like, word? It's clay? When they find out it's clay, the same guys gave me my chain back and actually was like, yo, you got a number? Those was like one of my first sales, like a robbery. Yeah. So shout out to those guys. Y'all know who you are.
Oh my goodness, man. Trips Up is in the building. Yo, oh man, that's hilarious, man. Yo, we got more joints. We got more with Trips Up, man. This next joint we about to jump into, man. What's the name of this joint, man? What we got?
LMAO.
LMAO?
LMAO, man. Shout out.
I mean, we know the abbreviation, what it stands for, but you put your own spin on it, of course.
I would say LMAO. I'm laughing my ass off. You know, again, I come up with catchy topics that I know gonna get people. You know what my thing is? Get people attention, let them go. Go to the next.
Do you ever worry about being too commercial?
I don't worry about it because I don't have too much of a thug image to where if I do certain music, it's like, yo, son, you ain't keeping it G. You know what I mean? I do what I want.
Yeah.
You know, other guys do what they can because they roll with clicks, so they have to make certain music.
Right.
So if they boy don't like it, it's like, oh, scrap that, kid. You know what I mean? Me, I record alone. Like, my mom is actually my biggest critic, you know? So I play something for my mom, like, Mom, that sound cool, you know what I mean? And if mom say roll with it, yeah, baby, that's hot.
Is she a hip-hop head?
You know, my mom listen to whatever. My mom, like right now, my mom will listen to my whole mixtape and tell me, like, you should have did this, you should have did that. And my thing is, I keep real people around me, people that's going to really have an impact on how I really feel. I think when I was younger, I wanted to be around friends that, you know, made up an impression of what my music was. Nowadays, I know I'm talented, and I know just if I stay focused on the right things and, you know, keep the right people around me, I'll get where I want to be.
Trips Up is in the building.
Bad.
What's the name of the mixtape?
This mixtape is called Designer Bars, man, so stay tuned. Be on the lookout for that thing, man. That's the first one off Designer Bars. We just shot a video like a couple days ago.
Oh, I seen some clips from that. Where'd you shoot that video at?
A lot of people think we went to New York, but
I thought it was in Brooklyn.
Yeah, so guess what?
Downtown
Hartford, right?
Yeah.
Cross, like, on the side streets.
Yep.
You know, like, some streets can, you know, it replicates New York City.
You're right.
A couple streets, about 3 streets.
You're right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And you know, my thing is this. At the end of the day, as an artist, I'm always driving around the city, figuring out, you know, from an artistic standpoint, how can I showcase the city in the best way?
That's what we want to do. That's what I do. Showcase the city each and every Thursday. That's what QT does when he playing local music, man. That's what we want to do.
I appreciate you for showcasing me.
That's what we want to do, man. You are part of the art of the city. You know what I'm saying?
Man. Thank you. I appreciate that, man.
Definitely, man.
Definitely.
Yo, talking Japan trips. Not trips. It's almost like a tour. You doing like more than one club?
No, man, actually, I'm doing one show.
Okay.
You know.
How long you gonna be out there?
I'm gonna be out there for like a good 4 days.
Okay.
You know, so my thing is, this is not a trip to kind of, I don't know, go splurge or whatever. This is a trip to more or less just get some overseas love, man. And Japan has a big hip-hop following. A lot of people don't really understand that. You know, hip-hop is big to us, But in other countries, hip hop is bigger than we can even imagine.
It's crazy, man. I'm envious, and I don't even get jealous.
No way.
I'm envious, man. But you know what? I'm not at the same time, because I know you're gonna represent Hartford. I know we couldn't have sent a better representative to Japan to show them what CT hip hop means. You know what I'm saying?
You know how much, like, truthfully and honestly, you know, that feel good coming from a person like you, man. That feel good that you and QT gave me the opportunity to come up here and just showcase, man. For real, it's been a long time coming, and I feel like with the right line at the right time, with the right mind, I'm gonna get a lifetime contract, though, for real.
Yo, just a little bars right there.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm saying, like, before we jump into that, before I get ahead of myself, man, what will make this Japan trip a success, man? Because after you come back from Japan, we gonna have you back on to give us a synopsis of your trip, because a lot of us never been to Japan. I probably will never go to Japan, so we got to see it through your eyes, man. What will make the trip a success, though?
What will make the trip a success to me is just to, you know, I always wanted to be on stage, man. At first, like, you know how Eminem was real scared to get on stage, and it's like he got nausea. Like, I always been scared. I always could make good music, but I was scared to ever touch stages like that. And I just want to, you know, feel the electricity coming from them crowds, man. I think that's why I did it. That's why I started making music. Is because if I wouldn't have made music, I would have probably been like a travel agent. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to travel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my thing is, aside from, you know, the money and the fame that could come from music, I just want to rock crowds, you know what I mean? In whatever way, shape, form, you know what I'm saying? I think of what to be a success is just screaming people, you know, and inevitably to sell all my CDs. You know what I mean? That's the real reason to go out there, you know, it's just to gain some new perspective on, you know, a newfound land, and also gain some new fans, man. Shout out to the Instagram heads, Facebook heads, anybody who follow up with this sway, though.
Word, man. Happy Davis on air at the Real DJ QC. Trips Up is in the building, man. If I had to ask you, like, I feel like, you know, I talk to rappers every week, right? And every rapper feels like they're the best at something, right? What do you think you're the best at, man?
I'm the best at being me. I'm the best being a dad. You know what I'm saying? I'm the best at loving on my mom. I'm the best at being to myself. I'm best at showing love, you know what I'm saying? I'm not better than nobody. I'm just good at what I do. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, a lot of people in competition with each other, when at the end of the day, the truth won't prevail at the end of the day, so you ain't gotta say nothing.
I'm saying though,
yeah.
The people's listening, the city's listening, man.
I just want to be the best.
Can you give them the truth, though? Yeah. Can you show them why you want to be the best, man?
Just do it, man. I'll give them a little something. I'll give commercials.
I mean, Q, I want to see what Big Q about to drop. That's what I want.
Drop that pizza.
What's this, man?
Yeah.
You got this?
Man, I got anything.
Titanium Radio, Titanium Heavyweights. You know what we do. You know what we do.
What's up? In a more physical way, shattering apparatus. My lyrical status bypasses the average junkie's habit. You better live your life, cause some of the others couldn't grasp it. Build a circle of knowledge, cause no one can surpass it. But to burn this in me with no chemistry, hear me be, least I show no sympathy to the rhyme I feel up. Pour me low with sweet colon. River chain with a medicine, bag and thing. Heavy with the strength, never live in vain. But enough my brain, for the time I'm in the pain. Walk up in that rain, like punk me gang. Got a hang a rap thing with your range, get that thing, that's like change. Ever got what's big brain? Hit him off to the field with a big brain. Never my boy, we steady maintaining. Think of my flow as enhancing your flame. Cause the moon won't change, but with all thing. For the mic black, steady react in certain way. Slay safe for the day, sleeping from full of game. Illusion got all my boy them crazy. Hey, I'm stuck up in it. Everybody talking, but they ain't gonna win it. You know what this is? This Trip 3 on 89.9 handling beats.
Titanium Radio, Titanium Heavyweights. You know what we do. We feed the streets. Titanium Heavyweights. Shouts out to Trips Up. Oh my goodness.
So simple, man. You know. I had to go quick, man. I had to go quick.
Call us up 860-695-7562. It's 841 in the Greater Hartford area. Shouts out to Trips Up for passing through.
Super sway, man. Thanks, man.
Yo, good luck to you, man.
Man, you know, I would say it's God given. It ain't even about luck. You feel me? It's it's all about having the right line at the right time with the right mind, so you can receive that lifetime contract. I'm gonna say that again, though.
Word, man. 89.9 Kid FM. Shouts out to the beautiful Sarah in the building.
Thank you.
Looking
Shout out
good.
to you.
I don't want to flirt too much.
What? She looking fine. Yeah.
It's just my CT candy.
That's what it is. It's
Oh,
those
man.
eyes too.
Oh,
It's
man.
the eyes reflecting off of the chain, reflecting off of my chain.
Yeah.
You know?
Definitely.
We play candied up in this piece, man.